folks, we are here today with the folks from Upper Deck. We have Max and Jason and Johnny. Okay, got all the names. Now, Upper Deck has for years made sports cards, and now they're moving into the gaming industry. The big move was with Legendary, Marvel Legendary.
That's right.
And that's what I care about most, so let's talk about that first. What do we have to look forward to from that this year?
Well, right now you have the first small box expansion of the year that just came out called Fear Itself.
Right.
Launched on March 11th, based off the Fear Itself storyline. It's the 100-card small box set, so you know what you're getting. It's going to be 6 heroes, 1 commander, 3 plots.
And this is technically an expansion for the villain side.
Correct. However, it can be used with either one.
Right.
Either the hero set, the villain set. That's the beauty of Legendary. Everything is totally interchangeable. So that's out right now. This summer, we have something coming out that's going to be pretty rad. It is going to tap into the Marvel comic book crossover, Secret Wars. And
Which Secret Wars? The new one?
The new one.
Oh, man.
And it will be a Secret Wars expansion. So it's going to be big box. At least 350 cards, probably going to go higher, and it's going to really encompass like the way the crossover is happening on the comic side. So I don't know how like what you know about the Secret Wars.
It's bringing in they small parts of it. They brought in like all the worst villains, put them together in a team.
Right.
And they brought in all the smartest to good guys, put them on another team. Then all the not smart but the actual real good guys on a third team.
And let's not forget, they're bringing in the X-Men 92 cartoon as its own universe.
That I did not know about.
It's going to be the awesome. So there's that. And so we're going to encompass all that in the box, and it's going to be a really good representation of how Battle World, which is like where this whole thing takes place, of how that works in the comics. It's going to be really representative of that.
Is this an expansion, or will it be a starter set? It's an expansion, but it's a big box one.
It's a big box one. So last year, for the big box slot, we brought out villains. This year, we're going back to the kind of Dark City style. And again, Dark City was 350 cards. This is at least 350 cards. So there's going to be a lot of content in there.
Wow.
And then the next thing is going to be the October set. And right now, your guess is as good as mine. I'm taking suggestions.
It's going to be Ultron. All right.
That's probably a safe bet.
What about other Legendary news?
So other Legendary news. Obviously, Legendary Encounters is crushing it. Really happy with it. It's doing really well across the board. People are loving it. I read a really cool article on it this morning about how thematic games were inspired. You know, Legendary Encounters inspired this thematic story that this guy wrote, and it was really, really interesting. In any case, the next thing to come out in that line is going to be Predator.
As everyone is shocked and surprised, but all right.
That's not a payoff, right? So Legendary Encounters Predator comes out in July. It'll be launching at Gen Con.
Now, while Legendary Aliens is the same system, and you mentioned before they're kind of compatible.
Kind of.
Right. What about the compatibility of Predator and Aliens?
Similar to how Marvel Legendary heroes and villains are 100% interchangeable,
right?
So are Alien and Predator.
Okay, so
there's a payoff.
I think people like that.
I mean, if we, you know, I always say this: if you go and see Journey and they don't play Don't Stop Believing, you got a problem. If we do, you know, Alien and Predator and they're not totally compatible, we have a problem.
All right.
There's got to be a payoff there. So the way it's going to work, we've done something different in the Predator version. There's going to be 2 different ways to play. They're based off the first and the second movies, so Predator 1 and 2, and you can play as the Predator versus the humans and as humans versus the Predator.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So eventually I will be able to play Predator versus Aliens?
And then what you do is you take those Predator cards and you put them in that little Alien game, and now you have Alien versus Predator.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. A lot of people just smiled.
I know, right? So that's what's going on in the Predator world. We also have an Alien expansion coming out later in the year.
Okay.
Not to be underwhelmed.
Wow. And that's it then, right? Or is there more?
Oh, no, there's more. There's more. So Upper Deck is now, with the help of our fine designers here, Johnny and Max, we're getting into some non-licensed games for the first time.
Okay.
And I'm really, really excited because the first one we're going to be launching in June is called Bring Out Your Dead. Y-E-R, dead. Bring Out Your Dead.
Didn't you talk about this a long time ago? I feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about it at Gen Con last year.
We had a
That's
Kickstarter
right.
in October.
I remember this now.
Yeah.
Well, they Max showed it to me at Comic-Con last year, and I really fell in love with it. Really enjoyed the game, and decided that I think maybe I want it for Upper Deck. So we talked about it, went through a couple of things, and well, here we are. It's going to be launching in June at Origins.
Oh, great!
Yeah, it's pretty
exciting.
awesome.
It's exciting to have a new game come out at Origins.
It really
so
is.
that is
And I mean, it's
a lot of fun.
Euro-style board game. It's going to be really fun. There's a lot. We have samples that we'll show you at our booth, and if you want, and if you haven't played, we're going to be demoing it there as well.
How long is it?
About 45 minutes.
And it's how many players?
2 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah, very simultaneous play, so it's pretty quick.
So you have a full year of releases.
Not done yet. We still have The Crow coming out in October.
Right.
And then something else that's a little bit, I always do this to you, right? There's a top secret thing we're working on, Tom.
And I pretend I don't care.
So yeah, we do have a full year of like releases planned. It's
The last time you told me it was a top secret thing, you delayed talking about it so long.
I know.
Weren't you guys also working on a dice game?
We're doing the dice game. So Firefly Shiny Dice will be releasing sometime between July and October. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the long-awaited triumphant return of Versus, which is also coming out at Gen Con this year.
You're going to have a big Gen Con.
Dude, it's going to be rad. It's going to be a good time to come to the Upper Deck booth at Gen Con.
Wow, so Upper Deck is really jumping into the game. The game division's going well.
We're doing it. Yeah.
All right, well, this is very exciting. Anything else you want to say about upcoming stuff?
No, man, I'll shoot you some behind-the-scenes stuff, I'm sure.
All right.
As the week goes on.
I mean, it all sounds interesting. I mean, obviously, Legendary Marvel is where it's at. But
Yeah.
the others, but I mean, the Alien vs. Predator, that's going to blow it up.
It will.
All righty. Thanks, guys, so much.
Thanks.
You've been watching The Dice Tower.